Hi Leo, I love you so much, honey. So this is going to be a reading about the one that loves you. Okay, Leo? Maybe they don't tell you they do because of they don't know what you think about them. Let's see. Leo, your person. Timeless reading always on this channel. Your person, Leo. Let's do it. It's a very serious energy there. Capricorn, first house. So you have the planet farthest from the sun here in Pluto. This is a change and a rebirth, a Scorpio energy. It's like taking control of it before something else does. A 248-year cycle. This is not this person's first or last time on this earth. I think that's where you came in. Maybe they didn't know that until you popped up. Capricorn energy, that's a transformation as well. Could be the devil energy, or could be Queen of Pentacles. Could be a mother, a sister, a feminine figure that has a lot of money. Oops. Coming in the first house. One of the reasons why you're here, finding your identity, finding your character of yourself, your first expressions. You're like the rising star. Used to not matter to anything, but now, evidently, you matter a lot to this person. Woo! Let's check it out. Leo, your person, the one that loves you. Thoughts, emotions, and actions. I will say this is an advanced tarot channel. I love you. If you don't understand, I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's see. Leo. What is on this person's mind when it comes to you? Drop it in the quicksand, let it go. Trapped in thought is in reverse. I told you. They know that you forgave them, but you never forgot. You still got that little message up there in your notebook? Some sort of message you still have in your notebook, and they know it. How much longer? Are you going to erase it? Are you going to erase it, Leo? How much longer? Blocked by baggage from the past. They're wanting to know how much longer you're going to hold them to the word. Probably forever. Yeah, a priestess. Impatient. You know, Leo's not going to hold the pressure in their mind because it actually holds a pressure point to what they're trying to bring in intuitively. Leo says you're not going to stand in the way of their connection to the divine. Either sit down or start walking, looking for the divine masculine. She's looking, this is the feminine looking for a divine masculine. She said, if you ain't him, step aside. Oh my gosh. Where's the feminine here? Leo. Feminine. Balancing act is in reverse. She's no longer going to balance it for you. Burning passion. It's got to be interesting. It's got to be interesting. She will no longer balance it. Where's the masculine here? She says it's either balanced or it's not. Masculine, well, he's had a tower moment, that sudden realization of clarity and truth while they've been far apart. So during separation, the masculine has actually found the tower. Uh-oh. Yep. It had to happen in divine timing or it's not understood right. So let's clarify this with some tarot. Leo. So what is on their mind about... You haven't talked to this person for a while. Allow me to get a drink. I'm going to say right now, to get you to say something nice, they're going to have to pull it out of you. To get you to smile, you're going to have to be high or a little drunk to smirk. They have really pissed you off to where your higher self don't even want you. It has run your intuitive line busy. Getting that busy signal. The old-timey busy signal. You can't even get a connection through there, this person says. So What's in their thoughts about trapped in thoughts in reverse? Wanting to release some confusion. Well, Four of Cups. Well, this person secretly rejected Leo in the past. Behind the scenes, ignoring emotion. So it looks like Leo released the confusion upon themselves by not expecting anybody to step up to their level. Ha! Good job, Leo. Well, what are they thinking about when it comes? What do they want to drop in the sand, let go? Yeah, change. Whatever changed it. They wanted to go back. They wanted to go back to its origin. Yeah, there's the star. So, guess what you're missing here? You have major arcana synchronicity. You have the moon and the star. What's missing? The sun. The sun is missing. Enlightenment, happiness, bliss, naked baby on a pony, being able to open up. This was someone that it's not that you wasn't allowed to be yourself around this person, but it's like if you draw attention. Well, Leo was born to be challenged and draw attention because, whoo, Leo, you couldn't stop it if you wanted to. You can go out in public in the potato sack and people look at you and ask you for advice. Hair all up in rollers and stuff. It's just the way you carry yourself. It's your spirit. The enlightenment of emotional healing through a transformation behind the scenes after they rejected you. They ignored your cup. You brought your own cup. They ignored you. So from being far apart from you, they're having some sort of sudden realization through a burning passion that it was no balancing act. You didn't have no fucking spring. It either was or it wasn't. So what is this person recognizing in that power, that boom shakalaka? What they're recognizing is awareness of clinging to the past. They know exactly what they need to let go now. So what would that be? Look at the major arcanas, golly. Secretly behind the scenes, honey, in their thoughts, they are transitioning the star. You know, the star, that would be the inside of the sun. They're acknowledging, yeah, they're rebuilding the foundation through this argument of the star. Look at that. They didn't want to know the truth. They didn't want to see it for what it is. And now since they have, there is the Chariot moving forward away from the Five Swords. So they're trying to move away from a Five Swords. That's either 5 different people around them testing their mentality or one person in there as a challenge and conflict and drama. One person bringing all the drama. What is their main thought when it comes to Leo? What is their main thought? The 3 Pentacles. Look at that. You either told them you wanted to build a foundation or you're leaving. Now, they regret that argument because of what they have found out. What's in the star? Oh, that Ace of Cups. It flipped in reverse and then the upright. They found out that this was the divine cup of abundance. Oh, at a level of commitment. Look at that. 2 aces. On an intuitive level of defense. You would have helped him get protected by the divine realm. They're scared. They're scared to connect with you because they know that you could be their best friend or their worst enemy. You make this person so nervous because you're so stable. Look at the Pentacles. That's equal give and take in the contract of abundified love. And they rejected it. They rejected it. Leo's like, okay, I'll take it back. Cup probably need to be cleaned anyway, didn't it? Interesting. The one that loves you, Leo. Where's their emotions? What is this person's emotions? Comes to the Leo in the reading. Emotions. Leo, emotions. Your person that loves you, Leo. Look, it had to say Leo. Oh my gosh, and the twin flame card. The peacock's comfort zone. What's that? Stubbornness ain't going to get you anywhere fast. They are pissed off at themselves. They are so mad at themselves right now. They're pissed. They're crying. This is somebody that don't like to cry at all. And to be able to cry, they would have to seclude themselves from people. So people that they're normally around all the time, those people are going to be noticing, hey, where you been for the last half hour? You just went to the mailbox. Their eyes be all red, be like, hey, you okay? Yeah, I fell. They didn't fall. They've been crying. What are they crying about, Leo? Pissed. They're pissed. You haven't talked to this person. And that's making them miserable. They're miserably pissed. Emperor. Well, where's the divine feminine here? Leo? Divine feminine? Okay. She's like, yeah, she understands. It's a difficult decision. But in romance, it's a difficult decision in love. Masculine. Okay, the falling leaves in reverse. The feminine is saying it's a difficult decision to be able to court someone like this. The masculine says that's not fair. Falling leaves. Changes in transition. He didn't transition. He didn't transition. To the beautiful harvest of the mirrored souls. And that's exactly what he sees there. The one that loves you, Leo. Where's this person emotionally with Leo when they are by themselves, when they are in a good mood, when they're just trying to find something to do? Where are they emotionally with Leo? Look, they're blank. Goodness. Sorrow. They're crying. It's like they have a hole in their soul. Nothing there. You've been omitted. Your ripeness of letting go. Oh my gosh. This person felt like you suction cupped yourself out of their soul. Like they literally fucking felt the vibration. You know that kind of cry where you gotta go to get your breath? They've done that a couple times, crying over you. Don't sit there, person that loves Leo. You get your ass up, you go over there, you take a cold shower, you smack yourself in the face a couple times, and you start talking to yourself like you would someone you love. That's what you need to do first, before you even think about Leo. Ooh, I love y'all. Let me see what this is, Leo. Why is nothingness and sorrow here? It feels like they have a hole in their heart, Leo. Because of that stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights. Whatever they're thinking about during the day, oh, they're thinking about it at night. They know that they will never be able to have sex with you. That's what they're crying about. Not ever. Even drinking, smoking, they won't ever. That part of your life with this person's been cut off. Why did you cut that off, Leo? Let me see, Leo. They're pissed. Making sure the bundle wasn't in reverse. Maybe they went to a karmic. You were curious, so while they went to a karmic, they were unemotionally fulfilled and stressed. You're telling this person you shouldn't have done that in the first place. You're telling this person you shouldn't have chose that. You shouldn't have chose that decision if you already wasn't in it for yourself. Leo's telling you to fill those 5 cups up before you give somebody else a cup. Who's the Queen of Cups that Leo's talking about? Well, that's the change, the turning point, karma, destiny. Let me see. That's the justified contract. Could be family business, challenge the family business. Third party challenge the family business. This is somebody that might have lost everything that the family worked for 10 years. A challenge of a family abundance on the wheel. They not only challenged in their abundance, they involved family too. Shit. Yes, they did. Coming together in emotional confusion and judgment on the path of interest. They didn't know the truth. They didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. Oh, somebody listened. They didn't know the initiation of a wish. They didn't know what the hell they was wishing. Let's ask what they wished. This is a wish fulfillment. They wish to initiate the truth. What's in the challenge of this person's emotions? What's in that 5 swords? Conflict with the family. I'm going to tell you right now, this could be conflict with the family's going to abundify their destiny. They're going to be like, yeah, they might be sitting pissed off and miserable about right now, but it ain't at you. 5 swords, that 6 swords up there, you told them, you put the pieces of the puzzle together and you left. They should have done the same thing. If they had this 5 swords and that Ace of Swords put together, they could have done the same damn thing. You have 9 cups, 10 cups. A wish, a family wish. They could be wishing for marriage. There's that Ace of Cups. Look, true love. And there's the 6 swords. They wish they would have done what the divine told them to. The world. They wish to end the cycle of the 5 swords, 10 cups, 5 swords, 10 cups. They no longer want to be challenged by family. You've been a long-term blessing to this person. You don't know how much they love you. They love you just because of you being you. It don't matter how you're dressed. It don't matter what time of day it is. You're always you because you don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. This person's saying, I wished I could be like that. You can. Just do it. Let's get some advice for this person right here. Because in their emotions, they have Leo and the twin flame soulmate connection there. So let's get them some advice so they won't try to come in and mess with you. What is, until they get done? We'll go back in, 5 cups. Unemotionally fulfilled, that's their challenge. Those 5 cups and 5 wands, okay, let me explain how you do that in the spirit realm. You think about those 5 wands steering those 5 little pots, okay? Everybody that sit around each of those cups, whatever poison they've thrown at you, think about that poison going in the cup. You can do this in your mind. You don't have to do anything with your hands. Think about the poison going in that cup, and as you stir it, think about a fire under that cup. It's got that liquid that's burning. It's got bubbles coming out. And you're thinking of that black smoke is always a negative energy. You're thinking about that black smoke coming out of every one of those cups. Whoever this is, you better be stirring some sort of pot because the longer you let those cups sit, all that shit's going to be at the bottom. This is the one that loves you. What is their advice, Leo? Person's advice? 8 swords. So their advice is they cannot get prepared in confusion. They cannot be prepared in confusion. And what's causing the confusion is the 7 swords, the deception, the deceit, the lying, cheat, and stealing. All of the contracts. There could be at least 7 small contracts that's interfering. And there's the 5 wands. They're telling this person to make a stand in what they're interested in, and that's the blockage. That's the only thing that's holding it. If they make a stand on what they're interested in, their family here, whoever this stuff right here is, they'll leave them alone. What does this person have, what do they need to say? They need to either say it to a mother, an ex, Queen of Pentacles, businesswoman. She could own the money. Yeah. Independent follow through on the interested initiation of a reflection of being heartbroken. This is a masculine, wants to be independent. He's actually manifesting, he's manifested a new interest. Well, what's the challenge? What's the Queen of Pentacles? The interest. Whatever this person is interested in, she has a problem with it. Because look, the King of Pentacles, this is marriage. Blocking them from finding peace with the feminine twin. Because the more she sets, the more emotion she draws away. Or she drinks. She's down to 3 cups. She gets down to 1. Those cups will never be able to be refilled. Look at this. Strength card of the Empress. Shh. No wonder they love you. Man or woman. Let's keep going. Let's see the action they plan taking. Interesting. The one that loves you, honey. What would be the action that they could plan on taking, Leo? Any action they plan taking? Any action, Leo. They don't talk much. If they do, their ancestors don't want you to know much. It's Virgo energy. They don't talk much. The Knight of Pentacles, or it could be the Hermit. They could be in a reflection of the mind, body, and soul right now. Yeah, don't be sour about it. So they're talking themselves in and out of soul searching. Don't you trust me. They think that they have lost all control of you ever trusting them again. So, what's the trigger? Virgo. They're nervous. Because they know they're guilty. Passionate. They're guilty of being interested in you. They didn't know they were going to be. Burning passion. It's like the farther apart they are, the more passion burns. What are they guilty of? Well, they're guilty of sweet dreams, Leo. Fantasy, dreams, imagination, walking away. They think about the moment you walked away every day. If not, every time they're by themselves. It's a wishing well of strong bonds. They wish they would have had a stronger bond with you. Well, looks like you're going to have to take some action, Leo's person. So what sort of action are you going to be taking? Right now, their ancestors are working in their dreams, it looks like. They're nervous. What are they mostly nervous about? They're replaying this over and over and over and over again. And what they're nervous about is the experience. They're comparing the experience they had with you. You have a tree and then you have a stem. What's the difference between a tree and a stem? The tree has a root. What's the size of the roots? Look at that. What exactly did they experience? Totally something. Woo. Total exhaustion with burdens. You mastered it. They seen you at your lowest point, and they seen how fast you come out of it. Morality and success. You come out of it with your ego number one. You didn't do it in a nasty manner. You was able to stand on top of the mountain because nobody could take you off of it. They saw you rise like no one else. They saw you rise. They saw the people around you, how they acted too. So who is this person that loves Leo? What are they actually dreaming about? Look. Something else. They're kind of exhausted trying to compare you to anything. They have exhausted their challenges. They have experienced that this comparison is an exhaustion, is a total exhaustion. They have experienced that they're wasting their time. They're not going to find anyone to connect to them like you did. Ace of Wands, false interest. Look, in love. They acted like they weren't interested, but they fucking love you. They let you hang in because of that Knight of Wands. Maybe they just wanted some sex. What would this person tell you today, Leo? The King of Cups, Scorpio energy. Look, they're talking to the divine, assessing those investments. They know in divine timing they'll find their interest of soulmate, freedom. They know they've been challenged. They're worried about the challenges. Well, don't worry about the challenge, Leo's person. Go face them. This is a masculine gaining control of his emotions because dues need to be paid to find the interest on how to be free to get the true soulmate. So as we'll clarify here is the Seven of Pentacles. Those are divine dues that needs to be paid. That's being working on paid right now. You have to deserve the Ace of Cups. What's in the Seven of Pentacles? Well, that's the boom shakalaka boom boom. That is the shocking revelation, the sudden realization from far apart. Oh, there you go. So there's some shocking truth that's going to come out through that Nine of Swords. Now that stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, they're actually worried. Once they get alone where they can reflect, you have 7 swords, 8 swords, 7 swords, 9 swords. They have a sword. They're going to grab a sword. They're actually going to reflect on the 10 Pentacles. They're going to reflect what interfered it. Look, spiritual interference. Spiritual intervention initiated a contract. You got to start the contract to be free and communicate to the one that walked away. 8 Cups. They have to communicate with you. They are not going to be happy in any relationship, anything in their life until they straighten something up with you. You know why? Because you got the Divine Feminine here. The 2 swords in reverse. She's not stuck. She's crazy and she's not stupid. She's crazy. She's not stupid. She's unsticking the stuck. She took those 12 swords and she said, whoo, she did something with them. She released them. She is not going to let anyone deplete her abundance through her own thoughts. And that's where their emotions are here. They want to start a contract, but they're confused about what would interfere in the preparations. Well, maybe going back to have sex with the same person, or struggling with being able to commit. That's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. And clearly, the masculine, he needs to master this move, actually. To get into a divine realm, you have to quit having sex altogether. Looking to be enlightened. What exactly do you want to be enlightened on? Curious on how to be open, spiritually open, and coming together with a soulmate. First, you got to be able to commit. First, you got to be able to promise a forever contract. Not walking out the door and going being with somebody else every time you get mad. That's not happening here. I love you guys. Ciao.